So, a lot of people comparing this movie to The Exorcist. I mean, I guess I see why.
I recognize you from your mother.
What? Sometimes I swear I can feel them in the room.
Oh my God! What's that?
Hereditary stars Toni Collette and Alex Wolff, and is the story of this family who their grandmother has just died. And then all of a sudden these secrets start coming out, and another family tragedy occurs, and then even more secrets start happening, and rituals and whatnot. Like, it's super vague how the trailer portrays it, and the movie really doesn't give anything away until, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour into the movie. That's when the movie really picks up, giving you more of the plot. So I'm not going to explain really what happens, because a lot of it I was super surprised by, and I'm happy that I wasn't spoiled by it. Let's start off with the performances. Toni Collette is amazing. She's so utterly fantastic. She's heartfelt when she needs to be. She's emotional, incredibly emotional throughout the movie, and I love it. She's just it's just a fantastic performance, which is a character that is so deep and complex and has like many different layers and sides to it, so it feels like she's an actual person. And she gives, in my opinion, by far and away the best performance of the movie. Not the scene-stealing performance that the daughter is in the movie. I don't know what her name is, but she is fantastic in every scene she's in. She steals her scenes she's in for the movie, but Toni Collette gives the best performance. Alex Wolff is also really good. He's showing a lot of range. I mean, he started off as a terrorist in Patriots Day, and then he was the teenager in Jumanji, and now he is a teenager in a high school in Hereditary, which is a lot different from Jumanji. If you've seen Jumanji, you've seen Hereditary, you know there is a difference. Alex Wolff is someone to look forward to. And the dad, I don't know what his name is, but he's great as well. The performances across the board are utterly fantastic from the family. And that is about the best, most consistent thing that you will get throughout the movie. Fantastic performances. And the third act as well is also incredibly terrifying. Every single scare that tries to work its way in and tries to pay itself off pays off in large dividends with Hereditary. It is a frightening third act, and it was incredibly entertaining to watch at the same time. It was just really startling imagery, really, really scary things. And that's really what the greatest things about Hereditary are, the third act and the performances. There isn't a whole lot other than that that's incredibly amazing, but those things are huge. The direction is good. It's really, really strong in the third act, and the way he directs the performances, you can tell he's really an actor's director. And the writing is good. The problem with Hereditary, and my biggest problem, is that the first hour is, for the most part, a bit boring. Maybe not the first hour, maybe it's a bit more than the first hour actually. It's largely boring. It doesn't, there's a moment in the film where it really starts to pick up on everything, and it really starts clicking in your mind about what exactly is going on, and that's when it gets super interesting and frightening and terrifying and great. The problem is that when it's just having these conversations and families, and it's building up to so much that it's sort of boring. Watching Toni Collette go about through her day, and all the other characters go about through their day with not that much conflict for the better part of an hour is not interesting. It's quite frankly a bit boring. And when I watched it with one of my friends, and we said, yeah, we were a bit bored throughout the movie, and that I wanted to check my phone a whole lot of times, and you watch it, you go, only halfway through. Hopefully this picks up, and it does. But it's still a very boring first hour. There are several scenes which are incredibly intriguing, but they hold your interest for so long, and then they just disappear. And it's not that they're never referenced again, it's just that the fascination with those characters and how they deal with that conflict is just no longer there, and it's sort of boring again. And I can't really go into details without talking about intense spoilers, but all I can say is Hereditary is incredibly messed up. The imagery is frightening, and if you see it, you gotta really watch out and sit and concentrate. That way you're getting all of it, and you're not just going in and out and going, oh, that's a bit messed up, let me go back to homework. Because Hereditary is not that type of movie. When I walked out of Hereditary, I was conflicted in the being that it was really boring and I was bored for a lot of the movie, yet the third act being so incredible and the performances being amazing. And so I ended up liking this movie because that boring hour does set up a lot of that third act that is terrifying, and I can appreciate it for that if it weren't just as boring as it was. But I still really enjoy Hereditary, so I will say that Hereditary, I'll have a side of fries with that. What did you think of Hereditary? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, comment on the pie, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Well done, you made it to the end of the video. Why don't you click on one of these 2 videos for more content, or subscribe so just be reminded of when I upload. Also, I've got a Facebook link. I don't have an external link to that because you've got to be part of YouTube's partner program for that. And I don't have enough subscribers or watch time to be part of the YouTube partner program. So, subscribe. That'd be great.